Hey everyone, thank you for joining me again. Just wanted to do a closing video, closing thoughts. So the background here is number 2 highway in Edmonton, Alberta. Today is a little bit warmer, about 10 degrees negative Celsius, and that's actually warm for her here. Just a few closing thoughts. I know I talked about a little bit about the cars and dealerships and walking through the dealerships. Um, I've been, having some thoughts about the, electric cars and the state of some of the economy and affordability of things. Couple that with, the idea of transportation and being able to work from home is a luxury, I think. Through the last few years, we've been able to creatively work around not being able to be in person using Zoom and other technologies, right? So it has been a blessing in disguise. I know it has been tough for some, but for us anyway, my family, it's been a blessing in disguise, being able to spend more time with family and kids. But of course, those times are coming to a close, I think. Especially if you hear on the news, we're getting a lot of feedback from, the governments and banking institutions, landlords are basically, suffering because, there's less taxes, less rent. People are downsizing offices. Less people are driving to work every day, right? And I think they want us to go back. It really does feel like that. And I mean, you guys chime in, correct me if I'm wrong, but everyone wants everyone to go back to work. And for us, simple folk, it would be so nice to be able to work from home, rotate between your significant other, partner, and basically have one car. Imagine that. One less car, one less insurance. You don't have to buy gas for it or charge it, less parking spot. Imagine if you had that one parking spot, you can, turn it into a gym or something and maybe get healthier, right? Wow. What a pipe dream, right? Uh, I mean, the electric car, I truly do think it's a move in the right direction. I just still don't think that it's quite ready. The technology is going to come along, right? And I trust that, the batteries will get lighter from 1,000 to 2,000 pounds down to maybe a few hundred pounds. Range is going to get better. Charging technology is going to get better. But at the same time, wouldn't you think that battery technology would have gotten better a long time ago? If you look at your iPhone or your Samsung phone or whatever you use, every single time you use the fast charger or you go out into the cold, or you do something very high straining on the battery and the system, it depletes the battery, right? If you use fast charging all the time and it heats up while it's charging, it damages the cells, in which case it has less capacity. And I would hate to spend 60, 70, 80, $150,000 on, electric car to know that I'm fast charging it all the time, damaging the battery, which was, worth 20,000 to, $60,000. A battery can be that expensive according to Hyundai. If you guys been following the debacle with replacing the Ioniq 5's battery pack because of a small scratch, and then you dump the whole car because it gets written off, right? And long story short is that we all suffer because guess what? It increases everyone's insurance rates. Us, petrol drivers, gasoline burners, we get the brunt of it, right? Because we don't drive electric cars yet. Electric cars are more expensive to fix. Batteries more expensive. And if the insurance companies are finding that they're losing money on the electric car insurance, guess what? everyone's insurance will go up, and it probably has been going up already, especially for the ones in the States, right? It's, knock on wood, not as bad in Canada yet, but I can certainly see that our insurance rates will be going up very soon. But I digress. I've been went off on a tangent in one way, but I imagine if you have one less car, that's actually way better than buying an electric car. Like an electric car is, in some ways, in many ways, greener than, let's say, a petrol burner, but even better yet is one less car, or rather less driving. You drive less, or you don't drive at all. Imagine that. But alas, that leads to a myriad of issues. One of them I already covered earlier, about the downsizing of the, office space, and that causes an issue, obviously, with the commercial real estate, right? You get vacancies and you get all sorts of issues, and then there's a cascading effect that damages the economy, because if you don't drive to work, you don't go buy lunch. If you don't go buy lunch and get stuck in rush hour traffic, you don't go and buy a snack. You don't buy coffee. And furthermore, you don't go and have dinner with your buddies or have a beer with your friends and coworkers after work. Look at all the other myriad of less money spent. And I don't know about you guys, but during those times that we were locked in at home, we were able to save a lot of money. Sorry, not spend a lot of money, save a lot of money. We saved so much money because we couldn't go to the movies and we couldn't do all those things. And all of a sudden, it's like, what happened? We over those few years, our bank accounts just got fatter and fatter, and now they're taking it all back by increasing the prices because there's too much money out there, printed too much money, and now they're depreciating your savings, or my savings, our savings, right? And that's really sucky. It really is. And I wanted to make sure I let you guys know of my conspiracy theory, but you guys chime in, and if it does make sense, let me know, or let everyone else know. That's what's happening. The thing is, they realize that there is a motion that people want to work from home. They realize that they don't have to travel to work every day in rush hour traffic and basically wasting all that travel time. I mean, I could commute for, to one of my job sites for like an hour, and then an hour back. That's 2 hours, right? And 2 hours of gas, 2 hours of time, and 2 hours that I can be doing something else, right? Not chewing on some sort of chocolate bar because I'm hungry. I get hungry and snacking, and have a sugar need, and I go to Starbucks, right? $7 drink or what have you, right? So that's the thing. I think they really truly want us to go back to work, and that's going to be happening. But at the same time, there is a movement for people working from home, so that is a reality. Some people will still be able to work from home, and that's fine. But then everything is going to get more expensive, because someone's going to have to make up for the one less coffee, one less lunch that is purchased, one less dinner and one less beer that is purchased, right? So the prices has gonna keep going up. The inflation is real, and that money that you have saved is just gonna keep getting devalued. That's unfortunate, and they want us to go to electric by spending all this money on an electric car, which depreciates like crazy. You're really not saving any money by going electric. If you're if you're going electric because you want to, help the earth, sure, it does have a smaller carbon footprint overall. Like, you have to consider everything, but there is a carbon footprint, right? And really, it doesn't save you any money. So don't go electric because you're thinking you're gonna save money, because you're really not. Because at the end of it, when you try to go sell your Tesla or Ionic 5 or whatever it may be, it'll depreciate like crazy. Look at the Toyota BZ4X. Now that's the depreciation rate on that is going to be horrendous. Some of the Porsches, some of the electric Jaguars, go check out those things. Who's going to trust buying one of those and having a depleted battery that you have to replace? Check out how much a battery is worth. And, sure, there's less things to fix on an electric car, but each component is very expensive because they know that it's cheap to, less components, but each and every component is more expensive. And even the body panels and everything, if you look at the Rivians, right, there's a lot of stories about, damage on those things. And haven't even talked about the Cybertruck yet. Who's going to be able to fix stainless steel? Think about that. If there is some sort of fender bender, I know it's strong, and not even talking about what happens to the other car when you're hit by a 6 to 7 to 8,000 pound stainless steel monster, right? How much is it going to be to fix that truck? Sourcing that stainless steel again. You can't. Ask the body shops, see if they're going to be able to fix it. Even if you fix it, how are you going to fix it? You can't because it's not even painted, right? So it's going to be a very interesting time. A lot of things are coming out new, and I do hope that things get better. I do hope that our economy stays afloat, and this commercial real estate issue sort of pans out without forcing everyone to go back to work, to burn more fuel, to use more electricity, to really put a lot of stress on the grid. I mean, you guys know that, sure, we have some wind turbines and some solar power farms and some hydroelectric, but a lot of it is burning coal, burning natural gas to make electricity. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting next few years. If you guys haven't heard, when there was a cold snap here in Alberta, there was a lot of stress on the grid because everyone's using more electricity to heat the homes and what have you. And basically, the municipalities asked everyone to use less power. But if it's already, stressed to the max, not enough electricity to go around, why are we, pushing everyone to go electric, right? The infrastructure is not there yet. Electric cars still use too much power for how far they go. Why do I say that? Because you're lugging around 1,000 to 2,000 pounds worth of battery packs everywhere you go, extra on top of whatever a car usually weighs. Because the average electric car is 1,000 to 2,000 pounds heavier than the average same-sized vehicle that is gas-powered. Because when we buy 65 liters of gas, it's only a few hundred pounds probably at the most. At the most, it's a few hundred pounds, if not just 100 pounds, right? So, or less, right? Anyways, yeah, I think that's enough rambling. But I do thank you guys for joining me, the ones who have been watching. I know that this is a little bit different than what I usually output for videos. And I'm gonna be, like I said, gonna go into a little bit of different type of things. So topics, some health, some spiritual related. So I do hope that you guys would join me. I do feel as though I have something to share with you guys and something of value, and I will always tell you guys the truth. It's needless to say, I'm not sponsored by any, business or product or whatnot, right? And I don't have any Amazon links or anything like that. It's just more something I like to do because I think I have something to give to the world, and I do genuinely feel as though I am happy when I'm able to share and help someone else in this world, right? Each and every time I can do that, I wholeheartedly feel like that's really something I like to do, right? So again, like and comment and subscribe, share my videos with your friends, and that certainly does help me out and help the channel out. The more people I get to, the happier I am, right? I don't if that makes sense. So I do thank you again for joining me. Have a great night and take care.